Who received the Urantia Book, the Urantia Revelation? I would like to invite you to watch one of the videos on Urantia Artist's channel. It is titled, Is the Urantia Book a Revelation from Jesus? That will give you the answer to that question. I will give a brief answer on this video. As we know, the restoration of the church was begun in 1820 with a young boy, Joseph Smith Jr., age 14, experiencing a remarkable vision and seeing the Son of God and hearing the voice of the Father witnessing this was his son. And although relatively unlearned, he was instructed to organize and restore the Church of Jesus Christ on the earth when he was just 25 years of age in 1830. 100 years later, in the 1920s, an Epochal Revelation was about to be delivered to two couples and one single woman who were well educated. They were being prepared to receive a revelation from superhuman beings under the approval of the Creator of the universe. The two couples and the single woman were called the Contact Commission. I will not say their names on this short video as they received it but did not author it. They were under a sacred obligation of trust to preserve the 196 papers received and in time publish them in all the languages of the earth. They had received the entire revelation by about 1934 and were preparing to publish, but were not given permission to do that until 1955 when it was published. At the time when it was received, there were a small group of people who were allowed to sit in a room and hear each paper read, but could not take notes. Lucifer, Satan, and the forces of darkness and rebellion tried to keep the revelation from being published. And, for example, one man tried to get the commission to include reincarnation in the revelation. The revelation makes it clear that reincarnation is not a true principle, as it goes against our Father in Heaven's plan of progress and perfection. Gratefully, the Contact Commission were faithful to their trust and did not change or alter the revelation as it was given. So I would say to all who suspect the Contact Commission or any other mortals on earth wrote it, the following. Let's say that your father writes you a letter and you live on the other side of the world from him. He mails it, and in time it is received at the local post office and sorted out for various areas of the city where you live. Then the selected mail carrier receives it and walks or drives to deliver it to you. When you get the letter from your father, are you going to go to your mail carrier and say, "Tell me about yourself, and are you sure this letter came from my father?" No, we usually don't even know the name of our mail carrier, and when we read the letter, we know without a doubt that the letter was written by our Father and not by the mail carrier trying to deceive us, or anyone else for that matter. Sincere prayer will bring you the reassurance of the revelation's truth. The Contact Commission were the mail carriers who received the letter from our heavenly parents and were told to publish it in a book form so that everyone on the earth for thousands of years in the future can have the sacred experience of reading the life and teachings of Jesus Christ. And it will prepare all of us to follow the Father's plan, an educational adventure of progressive perfection and service, eternal life. When I first started reading the Revelation back in 1967, I wrote a letter to the Urantia Foundation and asked if the book came through channeling, automatic writing, or other psychic phenomena. And I received a letter from one of the contact commission, quote, "Be patient as you read this book, and you will learn that it did not come in those ways. And as you read, you will learn how the celestial beings communicate with us on this earth, and it is in none of those ways." I was really relieved, as being a member of the Church of Jesus Christ, I had been taught that true revelation would not come in those ways either. I eventually received my own testimony that it was written by those in authority to write each paper under the direction of the one we call Jesus Christ, who is in charge of our universe. No human being wrote the papers, and they are a true epochal revelation for the people of this world.